Let's get back to grilling Emma here. Okay, forensic science. I'll bet Emma could help us out here. Don't forget, flattery will get you everywhere with her, Apollo. Huh? What are you two whispering about? Well, I was thinking... I mean, what is it we always do when we run into you at a crime scene? What is it we always do, scientifically? Ha, you know me too well. Okay. Okay, meaning we can get scientific now? If that's what you want to call it. Oh, I suppose. Just this once. Bring me anything you find suspicious and we'll check it out. Oh, hey, Flame Chocobo. How's it going? Maybe this time we can show her the mug? Emma, about this mug. There's pale blue residue on the rim. Yes, well, it's just a... Okay, yeah. We know it's not Blue Mountain. Right, okay, you got me. Yeah, I know. You tested the... So what kind of scientific stuff were you up to? It turns blue and it touches poison. Right, so you determined that it was the rim of the mug that was poison, not the coffee itself. What, no? About poison analysis. Oh, that's cool. I've seen some really sweet ones people have made. See, this solution is used to test for atroquinine. Huh? Atroquinine, the deadly poison found in the autopsy. Uh-oh, I know that spark in her eyes. She's getting excited. Better tread lightly. It's one of the most virulent poisons, but it's absorbed into the body astonishingly slowly. Slowly, you say? It takes at least 15 minutes from the time of ingestion for adverse effects to show. So this would have had to have... So he what? He was poisoned sometime before he drank that coffee then. Oh, and guess what? Recent research has shown... That's fine, really. We don't need to know all the gory details. I think I get it. You just spray this stuff on something you want to test, right? Precisely. You can find even the slightest trace of poison with this. I want to try too, Emma. Pretty please? You don't have to ask twice. I already used it on everything suspicious, of course. Yay! Let's give it a whirl, Apollo. Ah! What are you doing? Did we just spray her in the face with it? I was just seeing if I got a reaction off you. Oh, she sprayed it on me. How's this for a reaction? Never do that again. I'm not poisonous. Tell that to those hapless witnesses on the stand. Let's just get down to checking for real poisons, shall we? Okay, this was already tested. And so is that cup. Mailbox. Not the paintings. What about over here? I'm not seeing anything. Too bad. No reaction there. I'm sure Emma checked out all the likely spots. Wait a second. What is it, Apollo? Did you spray that little desk over there? I did, but I don't think so. The spray probably can't reach that far, you know. Let's check it out, just to be sure. Okay. Oh, wait! What have we here? That tiny, seemingly, innocuous picture frame. Where? The inside of that cute little frame. Look. Look at that. Nice going, Trucy. I'm known to work magic. Never mind, I was the one who found it. What does this mean, though? And does this poison have to be ingested to take effect, or is it just skin contact? That came to mind, too. Why would the inside of that frame have poison on it? Looks like we found the other place that was poisoned in any case. What about that envelope again? About that envelope we found. I was wondering if you could help us with that tool you were mentioning. You don't know about my tool, do you? It's called an X-ray analyzer. X-ray? Like the X-rays you get at a dentist? That's right. At least that's what I call it. Huh? It has a real name, but it's much more complicated. The X-ray... spectralization... something. How am I supposed to remember all that? So basically it lets you see inside things, like envelopes. That's right. You're sharp, Trucy. But it's a bit more complicated than that, in practice, of course. Actually, to tell you the truth, I'm not really sure how it works, scientifically. Can I try it out, Emma? Please? Oh, I suppose. Of course, I've already checked out everything suspicious myself. Alright, let's give it a spin, Apollo. Whoa, what are you doing? Oh, just seeing if I could see through your hair. But it's like lead. Point that thing at me anymore and it might fall out. Then I won't need an X-ray machine to see through it. Let's get down to business, shall we? Right, let's test it on a sample first. Just so happens I have a lottery ticket here. You set the sample in the device like so. I don't see anything. Patience, there's no need to get all antsy. Look at the right side of the screen. That's the layer view of the envelope. Layer view? You've got it set to display the outside of the envelope now, see? Actually, it's quicker to just have you give it a try. Turn that dial there for me, would you? That's right. That's how you choose what depth you want to scan. Hey, I got something. See? That's how you can read the letters on the ticket inside. Cool, huh? Except I can't read them. Just turn the dial a little more. Are we, is this one of those scratch-off lotto tickets? Are you using it to cheat at the lottery, Emma? What you have to understand is that a sheet of paper isn't really flat at all. When you zoom in that much, you see that paper is like a bunch of hills and valleys. Wow, really? This X-ray device uses a beam with a wavelength of only 0.05 microns. It breaks cards down into thin layers, so it can only show what's written on that layer. I'm not entirely following you, but what good is it if you can't read anything? That's why we go on to step 2. Try rubbing the image a bit, if you would. The image? You mean rub the screen? There. That fixes the image on the screen. Now, turn the dial again, just a little. Good. Now you can rub this image to fix it too. Hey, I get it. You just keep doing this until we got the whole thing. Exactly. Not bad. Neat. Let's do some more. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's print this one out. Oh, I'm a big winner. See, this is the true hidden power of my weapon. Neat, huh? Now let's try it out on the real thing, shall we? Great, I think we just helped Emma cheat at the lottery. We're starting to see... It's starting to come together. Okay, let's print this one out. Someone deposited $100,000 into Mr. Misham's account? His paintings must be really valuable. There's another page in there. Care to take a look? You bet I do. If you're gonna read someone's mail, you might as well read it all. Here goes with the second page, then. Sign the papers and in the... Send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp. In 3 days. I need not remind you to speak of this. To speak of this to no one. So it was a letter about payment for one of his paintings. Why all the secrecy, though? And what? Why was this letter the only one in here? It's 7 years old, right? Maybe it had some special significance to him. Well, Emma? Well, indeed. She knows something she's not telling us. Looks like she's keeping mum about it. So, Emma, I was wondering... What's the story about this reporter that came in here for a story the night of the crime? I'm afraid I can't tell you because he's going to be a witness tomorrow, I hear. I thought so. I'll never forget that face, but what was his name? Oh, right, Brushel. Brushel? He's after a scoop to sell to the papers. So a reporter comes for an interview with a painter. His first interview ever, and that night he's killed. Seems strange to you? Really strange. It does raise a few questions. I'd like to speak with this reporter if I could. Well, I hear he's on the beat today, too. He said something about covering a magician. Oh? Well, if it's not Trucy, that leaves only one other person. It wasn't Valiant Gramarye by any chance, was it? Yeah, something like that. He's got some big show lined up, I hear. So he's out interviewing Valiant Gramarye. Looks like I'll be heading to that Coliseum again sooner than I thought. Here, I'll give you that reporter's card if you want. Spark Brushel, freelance journalist. Guess you gotta have a good business card if you work freelance. Really, what's this? A camera lens finder? Oh, I thought it was the James Bond intro. Do reporters take photos too? I guess if he's freelance, he'd have to. Maybe you should try being a prosecutor and a defense attorney. You'd always win. I don't think it works that way. Why don't you become a rock star too while I'm at it? What's this? Oh. What is this? Top dollar for information. With a really stupid-looking doodle. Alright, we're back here. This is it, Apollo, the place where magic and dreams converge. Just a while ago was the place where murder and nightmares converged. Let's go say hi to Uncle Valiant. What about the case? Is this him? Only a performer laughs like that. Yep, it's him. The young Miss Trucy. How often I'd hope we'd meet again, only to tell myself it was but an impossible dream. Uncle Valiant, how's it going? Glad to see you too. Of course you are. Humility is definitely not one of his stronger traits. Well, Miss Trucy, how's the day find you? If you come to give me flowers, do it after the show, I beg you. Actually, we came to wish you good luck. And congratulations on your big magic show. Oh, but it is I who wish to congratulate you. Not everyone is so lucky so as to witness miracles such as I shall perform. Yeah, you're amazing. We get the picture. The world will watch in wonderment as Magnifi's illusions are reborn. Here on stage, by my hand. Well, that's all gravy, but... everyone's talking about the big magic show. Is it true the Grammary Miracle is back after a 7-year absence? Miss Trucy, I must apologize. This show and this honor should have been his. Daddy. My co-magician in training, Zach Grammary. If that terrible thing hadn't... It's okay. Your father was a great magician, Trucy. If he were alive, then I, Valent Grammary, would have been proud to stand upon this stage as his assistant. Thanks, Uncle Valent. You know, I'm happy you're doing the show. To think we get to see the great Magnifi's illusions reborn. She really is looking forward to this, isn't she? My mentor, the magnificent Magnifi Grammary, was a true deity among magicians. A creator god who gave birth to magic and illusions that defied our very imaginations. I was so little when I last saw one, but I still remember his shows. He did wheelies in a sports car through the air above the audience, and then sped off to outer space faster than the speed of sound. I'm guessing that memory was a bit embellished. For 7 long years, the world has been waiting for a miracle to match his. As heir to the Grammary Troupe's secrets, it falls to me to provide one. It is my God-given destiny! Yes, you nameless face who speaks for the nameless masses, how can I help you? Well, gee, thanks. If the world was waiting, why did you hold off for 7 long years? It appears the lad is uninformed. Perhaps you've heard of the magic known as law which governs our land. I have, though I'm not sure it qualifies as magic. The performance of Magnifi's miracle was impossible. A certain law prevented it for 7 years, but no more. Huh? 7 years. That phrase sure likes to pop up, doesn't it? Yeah. And as it said at the beginning of this chapter, I'm sure it's all connected somehow. And why was that? A little matter called performance rights, Miss Trucy. What's that? Can you tell us about these performance rights? Magnifi's magic relied on an incredibly innovative idea, a trick, if you will. That trick was considered his property, and as such, was protected by property laws. Oh, I see. Intellectual property, maybe? Magnifi knew this and bequeathed it in his will. To one person. You mean, him? Zach. Yes, Miss Trucy, it was your father. Zach Grammary was the inheritor of the Grammary Miracle. Daddy? Yet, as you well know, he's gone. He disappeared suddenly 7 years ago. I think I see where this story's going. Once a person is classified missing for a certain period of time, they're considered legally deceased, correct? In all absoluteness, those rolled-up sleeves conceal your competence well, young man. That certain period of time of which you speak is 7 years. Ah! Yes, Miss Trucy, though it pains me to say it, this past spring, April to be precise, was the time. Your father was legally declared deceased. In the absence of a formal will, the secrets of our mighty mentor Magnifi passed to me. This was in fact stipulated by the will by Magnifi himself. Is that how it works, Apollo? Yeah, it's called Death in Absentia. He's declared missing permanently. Daddy. Aw. Can we show that to him? Does he know anything about it? I was wondering if you could tell me about this. Aha! Why, that bears the Gramarye seal! Uncle Valent? Is something wrong? Trucy, where did you get this? Oh, something's got him hot under the collar. Huh? Daddy gave it to me. Your daddy? No, my other daddy, Phoenix Wright. What? Now, why would your Lord Daddy... Lord Daddy? That's kind of stretching the whole archaic thing a bit. The signature on the back. Do you recognize it? That belongs to none other than Zach Gramarye. What? Daddy signed this? Might I be so bold as to open it? I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. Ugh. He's kind of perturbed by this. What's in this envelope, I wonder? He seems like he knows what's in it. And he's not liking it. I guess that's the... What about that reporter guy? Does he know any... So, a journalist was here on a story? All eyes in the universe are upon my stage. All pens seek to commit its mysteries to paper. His name was Brushel. Brushel. I think he remembers him. He doesn't look too happy about it. Brushel, that cloying smell of mint when he smiles, yes? Can you tell us more about him? What do you want? A man by that name called on me just now. Just now? Valent's vision is always toward tomorrow. Valent's feet step always forward. That is all. That's all? Very confusing. I'm to perform a big magic show, yes? I wanted someone to cover it. Yet he had ears only for that incident. That incident. In any case, I requested that the rapacious reporter remove himself. So a painter's died. What of it? It is but a footnote in the footlights compared to the magic of Gramarye. Uncle Valent, do you know where the reporter went? I recommended he visit that place popular with penalized perpetrators. The detention center. He was a rude individual. Might I see that card? Sure. He would tear apart my respectability. I will tear apart him. Oh, he tore... Uh-oh, here comes Apollo. Uncle Valent's big magic trick. Is he gonna fix the card? Not sure that qualifies as big magic. What happened to the big magic? Is it not more miraculous for it to stay ripped? He must have really not liked that journalist. Now the time has come when I must return to make my prestigitation preparations. By your leave, Miss Trucy. Thanks, Uncle Valiant. 3 days from now, make ready for a miracle. Okay. What do you think that journalist was after? And why'd Valiant react like that to this envelope? I think it's time to pay the detention center another visit. I think so too, especially if he's still there. Anything else to say here? No. Oh, no, that's not the... Okay. I think I hear what you're saying. We're all doing it for the money, end quote. No, 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 not at all. Looks like someone's already meeting here. Maybe that reporter? Oh, what the hell are you? Hey there, how you doing? Who might you be? Sorry, we didn't know someone was already here. Oh god, I can see why Valiant didn't like this. I don't like him already. I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Talk about a nervous monkey. You? You're Justice? You? You know me? Do I know you? Of course I know you! Stares down witnesses on stand until they spill beans, end quote. That's not true. What's he writing? Are you a reporter by any chance? You're Trucy! Am I famous? Oh yeah! Trucy Wright hates carrying a bag. Puts everything she owns in her panties, end quote. Ah, that's so not true! Just hold on to your breeches there. I'll wrap up this interview in a jiffy. Interview? So, guard, I think I know what's going on here. Guarding rooms is my life. What else could I possibly need? End quote. No, how many times do I have to tell you this? Look, I've got work to do. You deal with them. Did you come here to interview the guard? What a pickle! Accused won't talk. Had to interview someone or go plumb crazy. End quote. Huh? Oh, yeah, he was probably here to grill her. I should have guessed. Where are my manners? Name's Brushel. Spark Brushel. I'm not picky. Journalist just closes eyes. Writes. End quote. What's that nauseatingly strong mint smell every time he grins? Too much mouthwash? Until you've been interviewed by me, you don't know what thrilling is. Wild romp through crossroads of mayhem, madness, end quote. I can see that. He's writing something again. Well, if he's a reporter, maybe he knows something. Yeah, this guy's already sus as fuck. So, Mr. Brushel, you're a journalist? Oh, me? Look, let me state one thing for the record here. Yes? I'm the interviewer, you understand, yeah? I'm the one asking the questions here, end quote. Okay. For instance, you think a movie director watches movies? Well, I think he probably does. Exactly, I knew you'd understand. Huh? So, the night of the murder, you were at Drew's studio?
Who, me? Look, let me state for one thing for the record.
Yes?
I may look calm and collected, but I'm busy. Real busy. Always on the road.
You do not look calm nor collected. Not even close.
Journalist always buys one-way tickets, never looks back, end quote.
I can understand that philosophy, but...
You want to know the thing about one-way tickets? Once you use them, they're gone. All because you have to give them to the guy at the airport.
True enough. But don't they give normal tickets away too?
Exactly, see, it's the same thing.
What is? So you went to do a story on Drew Mism. And he never had a story done about him before.
That's right. Look, let me state one thing for the record here.
What?
I'm sure you're gonna want to know about my source. What tipped me off to Drew? Why do the interview in the first place?
Well, yes.
Look, it's like... Oh, I've got it! Say there's this burger joint with fabulous ketchup. You think the burger guy's gonna tell me where he got it?
At the supermarket, maybe.
Exactly, see? That's what I'm talking about!
I don't even like ketchup anyway, so... I think I may have actually understood that one.
Well, there's nothing I can talk about, really. Walls have but ears, eyes, especially glass walls with speakers. End quote.
Right, guess we'll leave then.
Ah, but since you're here, might as well tell you a tidbit of news I saw, just for the heck of it.
Sure, tell us, just for the heck of it.
I remember it like it was yesterday. I seen a movie on a trip, and wandered into this burger place with amazing ketchup, when an article in a tabloid caught my eye. Famous oil painting stolen from art dealer's gallery, end quote, I believe it was.
Huh, an oil painting?
Happens every day, right? But I thought I'd see that painting somewhere before. A painting of a giant peach floating down a river.
Oh, really? Someone stole an oil painting of a giant peach.
Journalists can smell scoop better than burgers, end quote.
You mean this painting?
Alright, let me go on the record here.
Yes?
I know what you're going to say. Russell, take this, write brilliant column, end quote.
I don't think so.
Look, buddy, I write brilliant columns about one thing, and that's food.
Try to understand. What could he possibly be writing? He didn't listen to a word I said. Show him the badge. Oh, nope. This one? Nope, that's not right. Guess we can go back to the studio. Well, how'd it go? Find anything out? Actually, there was one thing I wanted to check with you. What's with that scary face you're making? What's with the I know something but I'm not What's with that I know something but I'm not telling face you got going, Emma? Maybe we gotta show it to Emma? This painting came from behind that dresser. Ah, yes, so? It was stolen, no? I was hoping you wouldn't figure that out. Oh. So did he steal it? Do you think you could tell us a bit about this? I suppose... It's what you think. Drew Missum was a forger. Oh. A forger? Okay, this is an interesting new development. So what exactly is a forger? Well, basically it's someone who makes forgeries. Fakes, in other words. Fakes? Copies of an original. Exact copies. So precise you can't tell them apart. Well, why not just photocopy them? The big problem with forgeries is that people try to sell them as the real article. It's a crime, of course. So Drew Missum was... a criminal? I'm afraid so. He received money to create elaborate forgeries. So that's what the payoff was for and why it was so hush-hush. To supplement his work in illustration, I guess. I see. Actually, that's why I brought this here in the first place. Oh, was she able to determine it was... When you're trying to determine if a painting is a forgery, the rough sketch underneath can be a valuable clue. So the rough sketch is like practice for the real thing. Like doing a magic trick in front of a mirror before you go on stage. But not in the case of a forgery. Not necessarily, anyway. You know what the finished product is going to look like, after all. Oh, yeah, I guess you would. That's why I brought this. I'm going to use it to see what's under the paint of the finished pieces. I get it now. Not that I really needed to go to such lengths. Seeing as how one of the paintings is only half finished anyway. Yeah. Still, it'd be neat to see Mr. Missum's rough sketches. Kind of like what he was drawing when he thought no one was looking. True, that would be interesting. Maybe valuable for our case. Just try buttering her up, Apollo. Flattery will get you everywhere, they say. Okay, so do we... Is it like the other two? We show it to her again? Or is it the... Wait, maybe... Do we show her this one? Okay, fine. Just this time, though. Let's check it out. Someone playing guitar on some kind of... Man on fire on playing guitar on a tower thingy? What the heck? Wow, he really blows. The finished painting isn't anything like the rough. Devices like mine didn't exist till recently. He probably thought he could draw any sort of thing he wanted to for the rough. What do you mean? Well, in the past you could only analyze the composition of a rough sketch. Composition. In other words, the traces of charcoal between paint and canvas. So you could tell if there had been a rough sketch. But not what it looked like. Okay, I think I follow you. So, in essence, it wouldn't matter what was underneath a finished painting. Some pros would actually paint out a rough sketch entirely, then do a completely new painting on top of that. So Mr. Missum was painting whatever he wanted before painting over them? Possibly. Is there a problem with that? Not particularly, but something about the sketch itself is kind of odd. You're awfully silent all of a sudden, Apollo. You think we'd check out one of the other paintings? Well, sure. You like this detection stuff, don't you? Okay. Let's have a look. What is that? Oh, it's the noodles. That's the... Isn't that... That looks like someone pulling a noodle cart. What's wrong, Apollo? You look serious all of a sudden. And the other one was probably supposed to be, from the 3rd chapter. You think I could look at the last of these? Fine by me. Knock yourself out. Starting to see a pattern here. Oh yeah, I'm seeing it already. Okay, this one. Did I get a little too excited? Okay. What the heck is all this? I hesitate to ask why you're getting so excited. You're sure your device isn't leaking some kind of strange radiation? Trucy, look at these 3 sketches. Do you notice anything? They're... Now you're both white as sheets. What's going on? What, you don't see it, Emma? These sketches are of the 3 cases I worked on. What? The murder in the poker room at the Borscht Bowl Club. The dead man pulling the noodle stand. And then... the events that transpired during the Gaveniers concert. What could it mean? How could he have painted those things? And why? That's what I want to know. Wait, is Drew Missum your father? What? Don't try to pull a Darth Vader on us here. Give me a break. Does that seem even remotely possible to you? I'd never even heard of any Drew Missum before. I hadn't even seen a picture of him. But there were my cases drawn on his canvas. Every single one of them. It couldn't have been a coincidence. Just who was this Drew Missum, and what did he have to do with me? Ah. Very good question. But I think at this point, it's already pretty late. I started late. Anyways, so I think I'm just gonna call it a night. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll start a little bit earlier. I don't know if I'll continue with this or do something else, but anyways, have a good night, everyone. I'll see you next time.